So in the last week of session, we touched upon the Oracle Fusion fundamentals, how to log into Fusion, how to configure offering and opt-in features, how to access functional setup manager, create implementation project. Then we touched upon the different roles and data access which has to be given to users for him to be able to create an order, shipping document and invoice in Oracle, right? So we touched upon these things and then we saw the end-to-end cycle of order management and we saw all the statuses as well. So this was the topics we covered last week. So can any one of you summarize quickly of the standard flow of order management?
Yeah,
Anyone? Tell me.
yeah. I do not recollect the exact terms, but you enter the order header and the line details, and then I think it went into status of to be. I mean, not exactly the same term, but I think it was to be picked, and that is done automatically um, in the Fusion, right? So I think after that, I believe it you um,
created the pick wave.
pick wave, sorry.
Yes, correct.
And then I think they ran those CSS jobs internally
Mhm,
and moved it to, I believe, awaiting shipping.
mhm. Okay, okay, no problem. That was good. So let me quickly, touch base upon that. So what we do is we captured the order, we entered the order in the sales order form, we submitted it. There was no approval configured at that time, so it went into the processing state. Then the scheduled happened and the reservation of the order happened. Then it was in the awaiting shipping. So when it was in the awaiting shipping, we created the pick wave, pick released it, and then pick confirmed it so that the our item quantity can move from our sub inventory to the staging area. And then the shipping manager ship confirmed it, which means the goods were loaded into the truck. It had left the staging area. And then we created an AR invoice and then we showed the connection or the correlation of the AR invoice with the order management. So this was the cycle what we had seen. So the ESS job we didn't run, it ran automatically. When we pick released the items, right? There was a pick slip report which was generated automatically in the background. And then when we ship confirmed it, there were two reports, packing slip report and bill of lading report, which was generated automatically in the background. So this was the flow which we saw in the previous session. So now in this session, we are going to talk about a very important setup, which is approvals, order management approvals. So last time this was missing, pending approval was missing. The status because we had not configured any approvals for our order management. So approvals is a very important component, and every client has many requirements for configuring approvals. So without approvals, these things do not happen. So today we'll touch upon approvals and we will also see the more granular statuses of order management. We will also see the pit status, how to close an order. So we will also touch upon these things. And I will also run the end-to-end cycle again so that it becomes more clear for all of you. And we will also see different windows in order management form once again quickly so that I can show you from where it is coming from. Okay, so let me start the session. So how many people do we have? Just give me a second. Yeah. So let me share my screen again. I think we have good number of people now. Yeah, so welcome everyone once again. Okay. And also the rows and data access part, there was a request from a couple of people to show how can we assign data access in bulk. So we will also cover that this week at the end of today's session or tomorrow at the beginning. I'll show you how to assign data access in bulk to the people. So let me quickly go to the approval screen and show you. So the very first task, which we need in order for the approvals to work, right? So as soon as we submit any order, as soon as we submit any order, before it can go to any orchestration cycle, it goes for pending approval status. And only when it gets approved, these statuses come in, right? So for that, the very first step is we need to enable the approvals. So how do we enable the approvals? There is a task known as manage order management parameters. So we will go to that task. We will go to order management offering, and then the order management offering, we are going to orders function area. And let me go to all tasks. Manage order management parameters. Click on that and search with start. So this start approval process for sales order. Can you all go on mute if you're not speaking? Yeah. Start approval process for sales order. So this is a thing which we need to enable so that our approvals work. This is a very primary setup. So you can see the source order system, right? So in this, we can either select all, yes, or we can only make our order management, which is Fusion, this one, Oracle Fusion or order orchestration and planning. So whichever orders are generated in your Fusion, if you want approvals for only that, then you can select this and make it as yes. Click on yes. So now our source order system, which is Order Fusion, order orchestration and planning, is yes. So now we are enabling approvals for this. Click on save. Click on save and close. So now we have enabled our approvals. So the next task is to configure approval groups. So approval groups are nothing but you have members under approval group. Approval group is basically a superset which contains different members, right? So let me show you how will you configure an approval group. So this happens in a BPM. Yeah. So go to customers and go to all tasks. Come down. You can see this manage approval groups. Click on that and a different window would open. So you can see this is an approval group, right? So you click on, there are many approval groups which are already configured. Like suppose if you go to CEO approval group. So you can see these many people are there in this approval group. So likewise, we will create our own approval group and use it further in the approval rules, which we are going to configure. So click on plus, name. Let's name our approval group as, let's prefix it with RV. RV approval group. So for this session, we are going to prefix everything with RV so that it becomes easy for us to recognize when we use it further in the approval rules, right? So this would be the name for our approval group. And then click on plus to add a member. Click over here. So you can search any people with first name, last name, email, ID. So let me assign a same user as the member of this approval group. So sem.user50 is the user ID for this person. So select this, click on OK. Click on OK again. So now you can see this approval group, RV approval group, contains a person known as sem.user50. So I think we are good for this. Click on save. Approval group is saved successfully. That's it. So now we are done with this task. So in the later point of time, I will also be showing you the task configurations. We have so many options over here. So I will be touching base upon this as well. So for now, we are done with creating approval group and assigning a member to this approval group. So we will come out of this. Now we are done configuring the order management parameter and enabling our approvals for order management. We are done creating approval group. Now what we will do is we will create different approval rules, and I will show you how to go to this task and what are the options we have. So just type in approval and you will get manage order approval rules. Click on that. So this comes under order functional area. Manage order approval rules. Click on that and click on create new rule. So this is a very nice graphical user interface which Oracle has brought in to configure order management approval rules. So if I take you on the left, you can see there are different attributes. If I go to order management order header attributes, double click on that. And you can see there are various attributes. Order line, order total, business unit, cost of change created by a customer. There are n number of attributes, order type, order date, packing instructions. So you can make use of any of these attributes to configure your order approval rules. So these are the attributes for a header. Now let me close that. Now let me show you, okay, let me open that again and let me show you under order header, you will also have order lines, yes. Now under order line as well, there are 50 attributes. If you double click on that, it will open up. Order line details, order line change, order line projects, custom item, demand class, freight terms, inventory transaction, item type. So there are a number of attributes which we can use to configure our order approval rules. Okay, so what we have to do first is we have to click on this new rule and assign a new approval rule. So for this demo, we are going to create 4 of these scenarios and I will show you. So there is a organization and they want all the approvals for orders which are below 100 to be auto approved. And if it is above 100, they want it to route to an approval group. Then I will also show you how to route approvals on the basis of order type, line type. So we will be configuring the lookups and I will show you how can we assign the approvals on the basis of them. Then I will show you how to route orders using supervisory hierarchy. So this is a very famous and widely used phenomenon in organization wherein they make use of supervisory hierarchy as well. And then I will also show you if there is no packing or shipping instructions in an order, then the organization does not allow that order to go further and they automatically reject them. So how can we configure even that scenario? I will be showing it to you. So at first, let us begin configuring how to auto approve orders equal to or below 100 and route to an approval group above $100. So let me name this. Harvey auto approve. Click on OK. So there is if and then condition, right? So under if, just click on if. You can see if you type anything, you will see suggestions. So let me type just letter B and you will get many suggestions. Business unit, which will fall under order header, sub inventory, returnable, created by. Now just let me type C and then again you will get many options. Current date, category, created by, customer, packing instruction. So for each letter, you don't have to type in the complete name. You just type the letter and you will get many options. So for our demo, let us begin with configuring with the business unit. If the business unit is equal to, see you have these many options. Is in the list, is blank, is not equal to. We will use is equal to. Click on the search. US1. So our first condition is if the business unit is equal to US1 business unit, click on OK. If the business unit is equal to one business unit, then you have two operators. If you want to use a or operator or an and operator to add on further conditions. So let me make use of and operator. And we will add more conditions to this approval rule. Yes, double click over here. Now we will also add customer name to make it more granular. If the customer is equal to, we are using computer service and rentals. Computer service and rentals. First one, choose the first one, click on OK. Click on OK again. So if the business unit is US1 business unit and the customer is computer service and rentals and the order amount. Yes, order total amount is less than or equal to 100. So you have these many operators in between, is blank, is not blank, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to. So for our demo, we are configuring this to auto approve order equal to or below $100. So less than or equal to $100. Click on OK. So as per our condition, if the business unit is US1 business unit, customer is computer service and rentals, and the order total amount is less than or equal to 100, we are going to then click on then do. You can also add nested if, then if, but we are going to configure a simple approval rule, do. Click over here, perform an action. So when you click on perform an action, you have these many options. You can assign this to an individual. You can auto approve, auto reject, assign to a group. This means approval group, which we just created. Assign to a job level. So job level and position is set by your HR team, HRMS team. And then we can make use of that. And then assign to supervisors. So for this, we are going to auto approve. Auto approve. So what we are saying is, if these three conditions are meeting, we are going to auto approve our sales order. So we are done configuring this. Click on save and close. And you can see this does not have a green mark, right? So click on this again, and you have to make it active. Click on activate rule. And click on save and close. And then click on publish for it to take effect. Click on yes. The dictionary was published successfully. So click on OK. So now we are done configuring one approval rule. Now we will go and configure the other approval rule, other condition as well. Route to an approval group above 100. So just click on this, go to actions and click on duplicate. And you can see RV auto approve copy one has been generated. So now we are going to edit it. So with this, we do not have to configure everything. Everything would be there. These three things would be there. We just have to tinker with this and the do part. So if the order total amount is above $100, so we just have to change the operator above $100. Click on OK. Do. We do not want it to get auto approved. Click on that. Click on assign to group. Then required information only or approval required. We want the approval. We do not want information only. And then choose the approval group. So from here, I will choose my approval group. My approval group name was RV approval group, right? Yes, here it is, RV approval group. So this is what we had configured. And the member of this approval group was sem.user50. So click on OK. So now what are we saying? Now we are saying if the business unit is US1 business unit, customer is computer service and renters, and order amount is more than $100, then it will go to this approval group. Click on save and close. And let me also change the name of it. Click on this. Just click on this. Go to edit. This is not auto approve. more than 100. Click on OK. RB more than 100. Click on save and close. Click on publish. It was published successfully. Click on OK. And disable this. There's one more. Let's disable that. We want only our approval rules to be there. Click on publish again. Click on yes. Click on OK. So till now we have configured 2 approval rules. So any questions till now? Anyone? Okay. So I hope I'm audible, right? Anyone can
Yes,
confirm?
please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Raj, one
Okay.
question. If we don't have any approval rule at all,
Hmm.
so what will happen? The order will never get approved.
Yes, the order will fail. So that is why if we do not want to have approvals, then as in the beginning I showed you, manage order management parameters, we have to have this value as no, start approval process for sales order value as no, which we had in the earlier session. That is why the approval was not needed. But if you have this value as yes, and then if you don't configure any approval rules, then the order will fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So mostly all organizations have approvals for orders, right? Because the items are going out from their warehouse and then they're getting paid for it. So none of the orders are, like without approvals. Everything has approvals.
One more question. So if the approvers is not available out of office or vacation, so we can create vacation rules, delegate to other users, or probably snooze it for 5 days or 10 days, something like that. Can we do that?
We cannot snooze it, but we can delegate or reassign to someone else. We can set a vacation rule. That option is there.
Okay, so it has to be delegated to someone else. I can't approve it when I come back from vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you can approve it, but it will be late. It will be there. You would have got assigned. If you do not set any vacation rule, it will get assigned to you. If you set a vacation rule, you can delegate or reassign to someone else on your behalf when you're out.
Okay, so there is nothing like delaying an order approval, or it has to be delegated to someone else. Okay.
Yes.
Is there any time duration if the approver doesn't approve?
Yeah. So those deadlines are there. So I will come to that. There is this
Okay.
task, manage task configuration for supply chain management. So all the deadlines, escalation, everything is there. So I will come to that in a while.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now we are done configuring 2 rules. Now let us configure the other rules as well. To route approvals on the basis of order type or line type. First, to route approvals on the basis of order type or line type. Okay. So click on create new rule. Go to rule. Okay, before this, let me create an order and show it to you. Then we will come to the other aspects of it. Let me make sure it is published. Okay. So now I am a supply user. Let me log in as Adam Henry. So Adam Henry, if you remember, is the person who is responsible for, creating a sales order and picking, shipping, everything, creating an invoice. He's the person to whom we gave the access last time. So now we have logged in as Adam Henry. We'll go to order management page and we will go to order management. So this will refresh your memories as well of the entire O2C process, what we are going to see now. Then click on create order. So let me open the master list, customize computer service and renders, which was there in approval rules as well. This was one of the condition. Okay, leave that. Email, business unit, US1 business unit. So now you see this drop down is there because we had given him access for other BUs as well. Otherwise that drop down won't come. So let me search for my item. Click on tab. So after this, I will also show you how to configure order type and line type. So these are nothing but just the lookups, the custom values on the basis of which you can define your approval rules you can define your process assignment rules and all that. So this is very different from the transaction type. This is an optional field. Okay, so we are adding our item now. Click on add. So we want one quantity. The price is $2.99. Okay, let it be. Then let's go to the second tab, which is the shipping tab. Ship to contact method. Let me select from the top only email. Customer is requesting ship date on suppose 18th. Shipping method is okay. Ship lines together is okay. Go to shipping. Latest acceptable date, let it be 24th. Customer will not accept after that. Earliest acceptable date, let it be tomorrow only. Like if you deliver tomorrow, today. FOB, let it be destination. Freight terms, blank. So these are shipping instructions and packing instructions. So in our upcoming demo, we would be configuring the rules in such a way that if these two are blank, then the approvals will fail. Then supply, let me give the warehouse as 002, which is Atlanta. And sub inventory, let it fulfill from the store sub inventory because we already know that there is quantity in that. We have not configured our GOP. Okay, so this much should be good. So now we are going to validate if everything is correct or not. Yeah, without errors. So this is good. Let me just note down the transaction numbers. So what is our order number? 98442. So in the upcoming sessions, I will also show you how to customize the order generation number. This number is generating from somewhere, right? So I will also show you the link to that. And we'll touch base upon each and every field. How is it arriving here? Okay, then we are going to submit it. So before when we were submitting, it was going into the processing state, right? Now let's see if it goes into the pending approval or the processing state. Yeah, it is going to the approval pending and it is locked for any change. So no one can change anything until that time it is pending for approval. So in a while, you should see some button over here. The button would say this, view approval information tab. So with the help of that, we will be able to see whom it is routed to and the approval rule name as well to validate if our approval rule is working or not. So this is a very nice feature again Oracle has given. So let's give it a couple of minutes, then it will come in. It takes a minute or two for it to build approvals in the background. Yeah, so in the meantime, any questions? Okay, we'll give it a minute. Yes. So now you can see view approval information. This tab has come in, right? So let's click on that. And let's see what has happened to our approval. Yes, now you can see the entire information of this. Adam Henry submitted it, and it has got assigned to SCM user 50. And why it got assigned to SCM user 50? If you just hover around this, in the reason column, you can see RV auto approval. So this is the rule what we had configured, RV auto approval. And as per this rule, it is going to SCM user 50. Sorry, RV auto approval copy 1. So the name didn't change. The name of that rule didn't change, but as per that approval group, what we had configured, it is going to this. So let me just show you that approval rule as well. This was the copy of the original auto approval rule, in which we had assigned it to the approval group, and the member of that approval group was SCM user. I'm logging in from another browser as an implementation user. So I'm going to order approval rules.
Could that be because it has to be activated after it's been copied?
Yes, let me just see. The approval has routed correctly, just the name didn't change. So now we are trying to figure out why the name didn't change. But that shouldn't be a problem because it is routing to the approval person whom we wanted to.
Please, I didn't get it. What didn't change?
I'll show it to you.
Name.
Okay.
Yeah. So see, the name of the approval group should be RV more than 100. But over here
Yeah.
in the reason, it is coming RV auto approve copy 1. The reason is because we had to, inactivate and activate it again for the correct name to appear. But this
Okay.
has taken into effect. RV more than 100 has taken into effect. So let me just inactivate it and then activate it again, just for the name change to happen in the later ones, and click on publish. That should be okay. Now, this rule has gone to SCM user 50, the one we had assigned to.
Yes.
So now we have logged in as SCM user 50. This person should get a notification, right, to
Mhm.
approve this. So to, hover around any notification, you go to the bell icon and you can see action required. Approval request for order 98442. So this is the one we submitted. So just click on this to know other information as well. So you can see all the information is there here. Who initiated it, what is the amount, what is the item name, all the information are here. So now this person has many options. He can either approve it, he can reject it, or under actions, he can request for more information from the Adam Henry who submitted the order. He can further reassign to someone else if he does not want to approve. He can create a subtask. Creating a subtask means he can have more people to approve it, to review it. If suppose a big organization is there and you have more people whom you want to review this order, then you can create a subtask and assign this to more people. You can escalate it. So when you click on escalate, this approval will now go to Adam Henry's manager. It will not go to Adam Henry. Okay, sorry, it will go to SCM users manager. When you click on escalate, it will go to the approvers manager. Approver is SCM user 50. You can suspend it temporarily or you can withdraw the approver altogether. So these many options this person has, the approver has, right? So what I will do is I will quickly approve it. I am happy with all the information given. So I will click on approve. And in a while, this will get approved. So I will again go to this person He is Adam Henry, and I will click on refresh. You can see the status has changed from approval pending to processing, right? So this is now in a processing state. So the approval has happened. Now I will go to the switch to fulfillment view. And then I will click on the orchestration process number. So as usual, as I had shown you the last time, scheduling and reservation will happen automatically, right? You click on refresh and it will happen automatically. It will get scheduled and the quantities will get reserved from the warehouse. If you remember the last time we had done it, and it will be in awaiting shipping. And when it goes to awaiting shipping, then we have to create a pick wave, pick release, then pick confirm and ship confirm. So all these we were doing, the status was showing awaiting shipping only, right? Even after we picked it, it was not showing as picked. So there is a scheduled process, ESS job known as send intermediate shipment status update. So if you run this job after the picking has happened, so many companies schedule this. If they want to see the intermediate shipment status as well, they want to be informed even when it is picked. So in that case, they schedule this job. So after we pick confirm this order, it will show as picked. So I will show it to you. So this way you will also, it will refresh all the previous memories for all of you, the entire O2C process. Yeah, so now it is awaiting shipping. So now what we will do is we will duplicate this. And last time, like we had gone to supply chain execution, inventory management. And under inventory management, we will create a pick wave like we had done last time. See, now the status is awaiting shipping, right? Till we ship confirm, it was awaiting shipping only, then it was shipped. It was never picked. So I will show you how to see that status as well. So under inventory management, I will go to the task pane. I will go to picks. I'll click on create pick wave. And the release rule, I will select 002 is my organization, manual pick confirm. I want to do it manually. My order type is sales order, right? And my order number is, where is the order number? Here. Yes. So everything is done. I will click on release now. So number of pick slips 1. So this is good. Click on OK. So now what we have done is we have done the pick release. So as soon as you do the pick release, after you create a pick wave and do the pick release, that means there is a process which gets scheduled in the background, as I had shown you last time, which is pick slip report. So this is pick releasing. Pick release report will get scheduled in the background. Yeah, pick release, pick slip report, print pick slip report. So this will tell the warehouse manager to move it from your sub inventory to a staging area. It will give that person, the warehouse manager, all the information, right? So I'm just quickly recapping your memories from the last time. Then we will move further. Export PDF. So this is a pick slip report. It shows all the sales order number, shipment number, item, pick from locator, sales order, everything it shows the warehouse manager. Okay. So now we have done the pick release. Now what do we have to do? We have to do the pick confirm. So click on confirm pick slips. Delete the due date. Go to order number. Copy the order number. Paste it here and click on search. So now that pick slip will come, which we need to confirm. Yes, here it is. So select this, click on this hyperlink. Now we are confirming the pick slip. Click on this. Picked quantity is 1. So now we are confirming that the warehouse manager has moved the item from the particular sub inventory to a staging area. He has picked it from stores and he's putting it into a staging sub area. So click on confirm and go to ship confirm. So it is taking some time. Let's give it. Yeah. So this is a ship confirm page. So we're not going to ship confirm it now. So now this has been picked and this has, you can see the line status is staged. This has moved to a staging sub inventory area, right? But still the order is showing as awaiting shipment only, awaiting shipment. It is not showing as picked, right? Now after you ship confirm, it will show as shipped. It will never show as picked. So to see that it never shows as picked, it will show as shipped only after you ship confirm. Until then, it will show as awaiting shipping only. But if the warehouse wants to see picked as well, then they have to run this process known as send intermediate shipment status update. So let me run this process, after which you can see it will show as picked. So it will show the intermediate status as well. So I'm going to run this ESS job and click on tab. Click on OK. So this does not have any parameters. Just click on submit. Click on OK. Click on refresh. So this ESS job is running. So this is for the companies who want to see all the statuses of it. They even want to see when the item is picked, when it has been moved to a staging sub area and it has been pick confirmed. They want to see that. So this is the process they want to run in the background. Then once this is succeeded, you can see in this orchestration process, it will no longer be awaiting shipping. It will be picked. So just give it some time. It is running. So once it becomes picked, then we will ship confirm it. Yeah, it is succeeded, right? So now we will go to our order for this thing, order orchestration page. And you can see now the status is picked. It is telling that it has been pick confirmed. It has been picked. Before it was not showing, right? Now after running this ESS job, it is telling us even that status, that it has been picked. So this is one new status which I'm showing it to you, picked, which was not showing earlier. Now I will ship confirm it. I will ship confirm this order. I'm in the ship confirmation page. Shipped quantity is 1. I find everything proper. I will click on ship confirm. Your shipment was confirmed. Click on OK. Now click on save and close. And again, go back to your order. So now it was picked. Now let me refresh. So after a while, it should be shipped. So along with the approvals, I'm also showing you the end-to-end O2C cycle again, and with the different statuses, with the add-on statuses. So pending approval is one status which was not shown earlier. Then picked was another status. Now you can see it is shipped because we ship confirmed it. Now I'm clicking a refresh and it will show awaiting billing. The next status, awaiting billing. So after this cycle, right, you will be very familiar with the order management screen, with the orchestration process as well. Then we will move on to the next approval scenarios. Any doubts or any queries till now?
Raj, that ESS job for updating the picked status, right? So that doesn't have any parameters?
No, that does not have any parameters.
Okay.
Its job is just to show the users after it is pick confirmed that the status is picked. Because many companies wants to know when the goods are moved from your particular sub inventory to the staging area, so that they can inform their shipment team, right, to be ready to pick it and load it into your truck. So they want to inform them. So how will the order entry specialist know if it has been picked or not? Only with this orchestration status. So that is the utility of that job.
Yeah, but real use case, you'll have several thousands of orders, right? So, I mean, if it
Yes,
has to,
exactly.
yeah,
So this is where it is useful.
okay.
Yeah. So
Thank
now,
you.
yeah. So now it is awaiting billing, right? So what do we have to do now? Anyone can tell me?
Run the auto investment.
Auto invoice.
Correct. So go to monitor process, go to schedule new process. Import auto invoice. Click on OK. So you need to select your business unit. GS1 business unit, transaction sources, distributed order orchestration, and give your sales order number as well. Come down, give your sales order number. Yes. So now we have given everything, click on submit. So now this will create an invoice for it and it will go to build status in a while. Then once it goes to build status, the line will close, but the order header will not close. So I will also show you how to close the order headers. So these three statuses are something new which I'm showing you: pending approval, picked, and closed. So wait for some time.
Pending approval, does it get reserved and scheduled? No.
No, it does not. So
Okay.
until it is pending approval, nothing happens. So you can see in this Excel also, the first status is pending approval.
Okay, thank
So
you.
until it is approved, none of the orchestration process takes effect. So it is succeeded. Where is it? Yeah, it has succeeded. So now let me go back to my order and click on refresh and let's make sure. Yes. Now you can see this is build. So all the four statuses, 5 statuses has happened. Now let me click on done. So if you come on the right, click on done again. Yeah, so now you can see the line status is closed, right? Because all the 5 orchestration process was followed. Now it is closed, but the header status is still processing. So this is a problem in many organizations, right? So all the, chief members, all the leads wants their order entry specialist to close all the orders. So suppose this order has 10 lines, right? So even though all the 10 lines are closed, the order header will not close automatically. The order entry specialist has to do something for it to close. So this is a manual process, which is intentional from Oracle. So every order entry specialist has to make sure that all the lines of one order has closed appropriately. And if he finds that yes, all the orders are closed, all the order lines are closed, then he will go ahead with the manual process of closing the order header as well. So how will he do that? It will not happen automatically, right? The order lines is closed, but this will not get closed automatically. And if it does not close this will cause a problem in the reconciliation or in their reporting. Whenever they sit with their organization heads, all the order entry specialists, they will question them, how many orders did you close? So they cannot tell that I have closed these many order lines. They have to close the order as well for the entire fulfillment to happen, for the entire end-to-end cycle. So how will you close this in Oracle? So there is again one ESS job known as update or close sales order. So you need to run this. So I will show you. Click on copy. Now go to my monitor process, schedule new process. Previous process is run. Let me click on again and click on tab. Not refresh. The page has got stuck. Yes, this is the process. Update or close sales order. Click on OK. Click on OK again. Now it has these many parameters. So in the entity name, you have to type in header because you want to close header. You always have to type in header because the lines are closed, right? And let's not give anything else. Creation date. We want to close all the header lines for which the lines are closed. This is the intention. And interval hours means after how many intervals? Let it be 0. We wanted to run it now only because we want to see the output now. So entity name header and interval hours 0. So this will close all the order headers for which the lines are closed. Click on submit. Click on OK. So now in a while, you will see this will also be closed. So this will complete the entire O2C cycle with the approval, with the PIT status, and with the header closing as well. Oh, succeeded. This was quick. Now let me refresh this. Click on refresh. Yes. So now you can see the header status is closed, right? So this is a actual complete O2C process, wherein previously I had shown you these many statuses. Now I'm showing you more granular statuses: pending approval, PIT, and closed as well. So again, for pending approval, you need to enable the order management parameters, configure approval rules and approval groups if you want to make use of approval groups. For PIT status, you need to run this job, send intermediate shipment status update, if you want to see the PIT status as well after pick confirm. And for closing the order headers, you need to run this process: update or close sales order. Entity name should be header and interval hours should be 0 if you want to see the status right after, like right away. Understood? Any doubts?
Yeah, for clarity, please, in the let's go back to the Excel sheet. Yeah, in front of what you've just, is it this page? I don't think so.
This one?
Yes. Could you put those processes, not this one, the where you show the processes now to be run?
This one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, could you put in front of them that for this process will be run? Could you put it in front of it that this one is for closed, this one for that,
Okay, sure. I will put it.
Thank
I
you.
will put that. Yeah. Sure. Anything? Any other doubts? Okay. Now in this order, you can see there. This is order type, right? And then if you go on the line, there is this line type as well. So these are the custom fields on the basis of which you can configure many things in Oracle, right? These are not mandatory ones, these are optional ones. So suppose the organization is into selling IT equipments as well as into providing service. So they would want to categorize those orders on the basis of something, right? So that can be done with the help of order type or line type. Suppose they're getting orders from a customer for repair work, repairing of a computer. Then they want to categorize the order type into service. They will create an order type service and they will categorize into that. Suppose they're getting orders for IT equipments. They can configure the order type lookup as IT equipments. So same stands for line type as well. So this is basically used for categorization. So now we can use this to configure our approval rules as well. So let me first show you how will you configure the order type or line type, from where these order type values would come in. So let me show it to you. So there is something known as manage order lookups. So lookups are nothing but the custom values or the values we have for these kind of things, for order types, for line types, and for many other things. So let me take you to that configuration. So this will come under orders or tasks. Manage order lookups. Click on this and just give a blank search. So in this, you can see there are many lookup types, right? Some are can be customized, some cannot be. So suppose line category, right? You have these types of line category, either order or return goods. You cannot add. You can see the plus is grayed out, so you cannot further customize it or append anything over it. But for order type and line type, we can. There's no predefined value. So let me take you to the order type and line type lookup types. This is a line type, yes. Aura DO line types. So this is a line type lookup under which you have these many custom codes. And then for order type as well, I will show it to you. Yeah, here it is. Types of sales order type. So you have these many custom ones. So this does not have any functionality as such, but you can configure your approval rules, your orchestration assignment, and so many things on the basis of them if you want to. So previously we had our approval rules on the basis of business unit, customer, right, and amount. But in this, we are going to have our approval rules on the basis of order type as well. So now let me show you how we can configure that. Aura DO order type. Yes, this is the one. So just click on plus. We will define our own order type. Lookup code, let me write it as RV. IT equipments. Display sequence 2. And let me copy paste the same under meaning and description, right? So now we have configured our own order type, RV IT equipments, right? Let me just save it. Save and close. And open that again. And now let me configure my line type as well, custom line type, which I'm going to use in the order. So let me search it with this code. Okay, there's no. Here it is line type. Now I'm going for my own line type. Let me name it as RV buy. It is, so this would be the line type which I'm going to use. Click on save and close. Okay. So now I have defined my own line type and order type. So this order type and this line type, when you create a new order, you will see these two options in the drop down. And now I'm going to configure my approval rules on the basis of these two, which is my second scenario, to route approvals on the basis of order type, line type, right? So now let me go to order approval rules. Manage order approval rules, go there. Create new rule. RV order line type. So this is again a custom name. I'm given order line type, order line type. Okay. And if business unit. So I'm going to have it only for the US1 business unit because that's the one I'm responsible for. So US1 business unit. Click on OK. And order type. Here it is. Order type is equal to okay, this our RV order type is not coming. Let me just make sure if I have configured it or not, if it is got saved or not. Let me search with line type.
Yes, that's line type. It's line type you did.
Yes, line type is coming as RV buy. Let me just go back and make sure the order type is also there because we are going to make use of both. I think it didn't get saved. Let me just go there again and quickly save it. Now I'm going to copy the profile lookup type. Oh yeah, I didn't enable it. So this is very important. You need to click on enable for it to appear over there. So I clicked on enabled. I'm going to click on save and close. And let me also see if the other one is enabled or not. So this is something you shouldn't miss. You have to enable them. Yes, see this is enabled. That is why it was appearing over there, right? Line type. So let me just come out of it and no, do it again. I do not want to save it. Now create new rule. So if the business unit is US1 business unit, click on OK and order type is equal to, see, now this is coming, RV active equipments. Order type is equal to RV active equipments and now we are going to have line type as well. This takes a little time. Yes. And type is equal to RV by. Click on OK. Then what do we want to do? Then do. Click on do. Perform an action. So we want to assign it to some individual. So now let's assign it to approval required task creator. Do we want to assign it to the task creator only or specific worker? Specific worker, right? And we will search his name. So now let's assign it to Raj Verma only. Let's assign it to myself. Suppose I am taking care of all these orders, right? Irrespective of the amount, if this is a line type and this is the order type, this will come to me. Click on OK. Click on OK. So now what we have done is, if the business unit is US1, order type is RB IT equipments, and line type is RB by, this will come to me. This, all the orders for this will come to me. Click on save and close. And here it is. Go there. We need to activate it. Click on activate rule. Click on save and close. So now this approval rule will clash with this as well, right? RB more than 100. Both the approval rules will fire. Can anyone tell me the reason why? If we use a US1 business unit and computer service rentals, even in this order, this will fire. So we will make sure we use some other customer so that I can show you the utility of this rule. So this is activated. Now let me click on publish. Click on yes. Okay. Now I will create a new order with this order type and with this line type. Going to my Adam Henry user. Click on create order. So now I will choose some other customer. Let me see if I can. There was a ABC customer as well. Yeah, ABC application software. So ABC application software has requested the tablet from me. Click on email. Now we will choose the order type. What should we choose as order type? Can anyone tell me?
RVIT equipments.
Correct. RVIT equipments. Click on OK. This is some predefined rules which is coming, so ignore that in this instance. Yeah. So now we have filled in all the information. We will now use our item. So I will just show you the approval part. I will not show you the entire part. Don't worry.
So, Raj, sorry to interrupt you. So, if I choose the customer as computer service rentals, right? So, what happens in this case for the from the approval part?
So if you choose computer service and rentals, right? So it will hit both the approval rules as right.
Everything will fire.
Because it is satisfying the conditions for both the rules.
Okay.
Now, if I take you to this, just use the logic. This was the one we configured more than 100, right? Now click on edit. So what are the conditions for this rule? Business unit was US1, customer is computer service, and the order amount is more than 100. So if it satisfies all these conditions, it will also hit this rule, right? So either we should write here and we should add one more condition here, and the line type or order type is not equal to
Not
RV.
equal to.
RV. Then even though we use computer service and rentals, it will not hit this rule. So we can try that. We can, try those.
No,
But-
no. My question was like in this case, what happens if I choose like the order when you submit it, right? Like, does it fail? Is there a one? I mean,
No, it will go to both the people. It will satisfy both the rules and it will go to both the people.
okay.
It will go to SCM user also as per this rule, and it will go to me also, Raj Verma also as per this rule. So both the rules will fire.
Okay.
Okay, this is a very interesting case. That is why we need to have a not equal to condition as well in the rules, in other rules. So I will show you that as well. Let me, if time permits. Okay, so let me click on add. And line type, what shall I choose? RV by. So these two are the ones we had configured using lookups. So with this demos, you will get more familiar with the order management page. This was the intention to bring in approvals now. So this page will look very familiar to you when you log into Fusion Instance from here on. Give something. So these are irrelevant. Let me give these. I mean, these are not irrelevant for the order management perspective, but for this approvals, no, let's supply, we will have it from the warehouse 002. Click on tab. Yeah, I think that's it we need to give. So now it should go to whom? If we submit, yes, it should come to Raj Verma. So again, I will have to log in as Raj Verma and make sure. So let me click on submit. I think I've given everything right. Let me click on submit. Order type, line type, business unit is US1. Okay, these three conditions are satisfying. Let me copy this, click on OK. Approval pending. So this is my second order. So now in a while, it will show view approval. It will show view approval information tab. And it should go to Raj Verma under that new rule name. RV order type, line type. RV order line type, yes. This rule name should appear and it should go to Raj Verma. Yes, view approval information is coming. Click on that. Yes, see, this has got assigned to Raj Verma. And what is the reason? RV order line type, the exact one we had configured, right? Isn't it? So this is routing correctly. So only when the Raj Verma logs in and he approves, then only this order can go into processing, schedule, reserve, ship, pick, awaiting shipping, awaiting billing, build, closed. Until he approves, nothing will happen in this. This will be approval pending only. So now let me log in as Raj Verma and approve it. So let me also show you if Raj Verma has got this notification or not. Raj Verma. Not now. So go to his bell icon. Yes, here it is. See, he has got this. So now I will not look much into the order. I will just straight away approve it. Done. So since it's done, now if I go to my Adam Henry, click on refresh, it will be processing. See, it is processing. Now everything else will happen. Go to to fulfillment view and click on the orchestration number like we have been doing earlier. Now again, same cycle, right? Schedule, reserve, ship, invoice. Same thing. It will start, it will get scheduled, reserved, awaiting shipping, ship, pick, invoice, awaiting billing, all these things will happen. So now we are done with the second scenario, which is to route approvals on the basis of order type, line type. Any doubts till now?
Raj, no doubt for me, please. I just want to know, how did you cross over to fulfillment view? I missed it.
Which
Please.
view?
Fulfillment view.
Yeah, fulfillment view. So
Yeah.
this will be
How
as
do-
usual. Go to, there will be no change there. Go to actions, click on switch to fulfillment view.
Okay then, thank you.
Then click on this order orchestration number like we have been doing twice. Now, see,
Yes.
scheduled, reserved, awaiting shipping, same thing will happen. No change
you.
here. So I'll just take a minute pause. I'll wait for someone to ask any questions. Then I'll move on with the next two scenarios. Then I'll also give you a few scenarios. You should also try it out. Then only it will become more clear for you guys.
Raj, this work list, I mean, the notifications, right? Like in compared to e-business with the work list, you have email notification also, right?
Yeah. Email notifications are there.
Okay.
So as soon as it is approved, or when a approver gets any task, he gets the email notification. So that is also configurable using this manage task configuration for supply chain management. So I will be coming to this. I will be showing you all these. There is a reminder configuration, deadline, notification, expiry, everything is here under
And
this.
all approvals are set up in that BPM work list.
Yeah, the approvals are set up in the approval rules, which I showed you for order management.
Okay. No, I mean the approval group and all,
Yes,
which you
yes.
set up
Yeah.
in BPM work list.
Yeah, those are set up in BPM work list. Okay. Okay then. Now let me show you the very commonly used one in organization. I mean, it depends on the client, right? Which one they want to go for, how they want to configure their approvals. But this is a very important part. In all the 5 implementations that I have done for order management, everyone had approvals and the complex approvals. Okay, so now to route orders using supervisory hierarchy. So what is a supervisory hierarchy? An employee will have a manager, their manager will have their manager. So it goes on, right, until a CEO or until a director. So this is known as a supervisory hierarchy in simple terms. So for our demo, these are the employees and managers we are going to use. So there's a person, Adam Henry. His manager is Calvin Roth. Calvin Roth's manager is James Seller. His manager is Anita, and her manager is William Taylor. So this is a supervisory hierarchy. So how do you assign a manager to a person? I will show it to you. So this is Adam Henry. This is Raj Verma's. Let me log out and log in as SM user 50 implementation user again. SCM user 50. So now under the manage user screen, from where you create a business user, from there only you assign a manager to a person. Now let me search for Adam Henry. Here's Adam Henry. Click on that. Yeah. So you can see this column is there, right? Manager. So here you assign the manager to a person. This is a place where you assign a manager. So now Adam Henry's manager is Calvin Roth. Now who is Calvin Roth's manager? Let me search. Click on Calvin Roth. His manager is James Seller. So you see in the sheet, James Seller is the manager. So always surname appears first, then the first name, and So James Seller is the manager. Now who is the manager for James Seller? Anita Kennedy. She is the manager for James Seller, and for Anita Kennedy, William Taylor would be the manager. Right. So this is the hierarchy which I already have. Now on the basis of this, I'm going to configure a supervisory hierarchy. So again, let me go to approval rules.
So Anita also may have a supervisor, right? So
Yeah,
you're going to stop approval till Anita only. Right?
No, but I've already known that Anita's supervisor is William Taylor.
Okay.
So I'm not showing it to you, but I can show you again if you want.
No issues. But you want to stop till William, right?
Yes, I want to stop till William.
Okay.
I do not want to go further. So it will go on, in an organization until a CEO or a managing director is reached, it will go on.
Got it.
Yeah. So it depends on the needs of a client until which level they want to assign the approver to. if it is like suppose $2 million sales order, then you want to go till William. If it is 200, you just want to go till Calvin Roth, like that.
So since it's only supervisor, you can go till levels, right? I mean, level
Yeah,
5, level 6. Okay.
yeah. So we will be configuring that level now.
If it is position, probably you could have specified the position till some position.
Yes.
Okay.
So now manage order approval rules. Click on create a new rule. RV supervisory hierarchy. So this is the name. So now business unit. I'm going to use US1. And amount. If the amount is suppose greater than, so I'm just showing you for this demo because I do not have an item which is more than 2 million or something, or maybe let me write more than 20,000. Okay. If the order total amount is more than 20,000, and yeah, I think this is it. We will have only these two conditions. And one more important thing which I want to tell you is whenever you are configuring approvers, right, for any amount based attributes, I will show you one thing. There is one special attribute in Oracle known as primary flag as yes. I will show you the utility. So if you click on the amount, there are various amounts, right? Your price, list price, tax price, everything. So if we want Oracle approval to only see the order header amount, not any other amount, then we have to give the attribute known as primary equal to yes. Whenever we are using the order total amount flag, we need to give this primary is equal to yes. Primary equals yes. So what it will do is, so if you do not give this right, the order approvals will compare this amount with every amount. It will compare with discount, with total tax, total net price, total list price. I mean, it will compare with two, total list price, total net price. And it will generate multiple approvals in the background. So if you do not want that, if you want the order entry to only consider the header amount, which is the total amount, which you're seeing on the screen, which is inclusive of all the amount, right? Then you need to give this primary is equal to yes. So this is something Oracle has brought in, and that is how it is. So always remember, whenever we are giving the order total amount, give primary is equal to yes, so that it compares only with the order header amount, the main amount, not with any other amount. So even in our previous case, I didn't give it because I wanted to make it simple, but I gave it now because this is very important. And from here on, whenever we are using amount, we're going to give this primary is equal to yes. So this is how, they have built it. And this is something which is there. Then we will click on then do. Click on this
Sorry,
box.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So primary equals to yes means that it should consider only the total amount and not the individual amount.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, wait 1 second. Just let me click on save and close and come to you again. Yeah. So if these three conditions are satisfying, then do. Okay, let me configure it again. It has got stuck since we closed it right in between. Create a new rule. It will just take a minute. I'll just name it RV supervisory. Click on OK. Business unit is equal to US1 and amount is more than 20,000. Let's make it 2,000. If the amount is more than 2,000 and primary is yes, then do perform an action. So here we have to choose supervisory, assign to supervisors. Just click on this. So now you will see many options. So is it for information only or approval required? Approval required. Approval chain based on whom? Either the task creator or a specific worker. So whose chain it should be? Whether it should be the person who's creating an order or some specific worker. So I want the chain of task creator only. So who would be the first approver? Either the task creator himself or the manager. So I want his manager to be the first level of approver, right? And levels of approvers. How many levels do you want? So how many levels do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 levels we want. Let me just check again. It will go to Calvin Roth, then James Seller, then Anita. Okay, yeah. 4 levels we want. And who is the highest possible approver? So William Taylor is our highest possible approver. So just search his name. This is a place wherein I want it to stop. Oh, wait. Something got clicked. Oh, that is not there anymore. Okay. Auto approve more than 100 and order name. Okay. For some reason, Oracle does, yeah, here it is. Is it the one? Let me see if this is the one. No, this is not the one. Okay, let me create a new rule quickly. Just in. For some reason, Oracle does not want me to configure this rule. Looks like that. Let me just quickly. Is more than 2,000. So we are assigned to supervisors. Approve required task creator manager. A number of levels we want was 4. And who was the highest possible approval we're looking at in this chain? William Taylor, right? William Taylor. Here it is. Click on OK, click on OK. Yes. Click on save and close. Here it is. Click on activate. Save and close. Publish. So now what does it say? What does this rule say? If the business unit is US1 business unit and amount is more than 2000 and primary equal to yes, which is the total amount, then it will create a supervisory hierarchy and it will go till William Taylor, 4 levels, right? So now let me quickly create one order and see if it is working or not. US1. Let me search for my item. Where's my item here? Now 299, I will tell I want 30 quantities. Then what will be the price? Will it be more than 2000? Yes. Okay, let me make it 20. Then let's see the price. Yes, it is more than 2000, right? Click on add. It is in stock. Then go to the second one. This is okay. Go to shipping. Let it be blank. That's okay. Warehouses 002. Give a tab. Okay, everything is okay. So US1 business unit amount is more than 20,000. Where's the amount? Yes, more than. Just click on submit. Yes, this order was submitted. Now let me note it down in my. Now click on refresh. Now this should go to whom? It should follow this supervisory hierarchy. This one. And it should show the name as RV supervisory, the one which we had configured. So till now I have shown you the single approver, the auto approver on the basis of order type, line type, and on the basis of supervisory. Let me just see. Let it give a minute.
Raj, there are ESS jobs for progressing it in through the hierarchy, or
No, there's no ESS job.
okay.
Okay, so for some reason it has not gone for approvals. Let me just check if it didn't meet all the conditions. So there is some pricing rule which is configured. So let me just go to edit and just let me make sure it is US1 order total amount is more than 2000. Yes, it was more than 2000. Has anyone switched off the approvals? Just let me, because this is a demo instance, right? So there are many things which goes along. So what we'll do, we'll go to order parameters. Yes, this is yes. Okay. So are we auto approve? What does this rule say? Okay, it wouldn't have gone here because the amount is less than 100. So just let me, oh, this is not enabled for some reason. Let me activate it. I don't know how it got deactivated, and let me publish it. Didn't I activate it? If anyone can remember. Yeah, again, see, this is not getting activated. Is there some bug or something? See, I just activated it and it is not getting activated. Yes, this is activated. Now let me create that order again. Yes.
You can copy the order, right?
Yes, I can copy the order, but I'm just making sure that next time I will copy the order. Okay, I will just submit. Okay, I didn't give the order line, is it? I think I gave the order line. And now if I validate again, that error will go off. So see, at the time of submission also it validates if you have given if everything is correct or not. Validation completed. Now click on submit. Now this should kick off the supervisory hierarchy in a while. For some reason, our approval rule didn't get activated last time. For some reason, because of the bug in the instance or something. This is the reason why it didn't get kicked off. Now it should. Our approval rule is active, I hope. Someone had deactivated this in the background because many people are using this, right? Yes, view approval information. Click on that. Yes, now you can see RV supervisory has kicked in. In the reason you can see, right, RV supervisory. And it is going for 4 levels. Calvin Roth, James Seller, Anita Kennedy, Williams Taylor. Exactly the way we had configured. Exactly as per this hierarchy. Isn't it? So this is how you configure supervisory hierarchy.
So, Raj,
Hmm.
Raj, so our rule here is it if the money is £2,000 or greater than £2,000?
Yes. Our rule is that. Let me show it to you. So our rule is if the business unit is US1 business unit and the order amount is more than $2,000, which met these conditions, then it kicked off the supervisory hierarchy until 4 levels as we had given in the rule.
Okay, so if it is less than £2,000, what will happen?
If it is less than £2,000, you can configure the rule. That we have not configured, right?
Well, okay, then that's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you just have to change the condition. No. As of now, it will fail. If it is less than 2,000, it will fail. So you have to, do a similar condition, create a similar rule, and write if order amount is less than or equal to 2,000, what will happen? You can also configure between conditions if you want, like more than 100, less than or equal to 100, then between 100 to 200, then more than 200, like that also you can configure.
And Raj, in
Which
this case,
means
sorry.
which means we can give individual approval limits for all those 4 people.
No. You cannot give the individual limits. So all these people have been configured under one rule, which had a condition of more than 2000.
So Raj, this is sequential, right? So only it goes to the next person after the.
Yes, exactly. Sequential participation.
So no way we can set up that individual limits.
No, individual limits you cannot set up. You can configure many approval rules. Like we have configured, right? These two.
Okay.
If it is less than 100, it is auto approving. If it is more than 100, it is going to SCM user 50, right? Then you can configure one more tier. If it is, between 101 to suppose 500, it should go to one more person. Like that you can configure.
So the rules, multiple rules, when we define it, it acts as OR condition. Huh?
Yes. Not or, like a separate condition altogether, right? Like suppose you have these conditions, right? Like suppose less than 100, it should get auto
Approve.
approve. This one more rule you need to create, which we have already created. Auto approve. Then
Yes.
suppose you need to create between 100 to 500. It should go to person A. Then between 500 to
1000.
it should go to person B.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. And more than 1000, it should go to C. Suppose you have this criteria in organization, right? So you'll have to write 4 rules. So less than 100, we have written a rule.
Yes.
Yeah. Then between 100 to 500, you write one more rule. And
Move. I want to buy that something. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So based
instead
upon
of
the total amount, the respective rule will kick off.
exactly.
Okay.
Any rule should meet all the criteria defined under it to get kicked off. Now this rule is for more than 100. Suppose you need to write between 100 to 500. You just need to come here and give is between, and then give 2 values between 100 to 500. You need to tinker with this operators. That's it.
Okay.
And keep primary flag as yes, like I told you.
Yeah.
Whenever you're using the mount.
Thank you.
So for now, I've shown you this less than 100. If it is more than 100, if it is more than 2 million, what will happen? There's the supervisory hierarchy has kicked off, right?
Hey Raj, in this, can you go back to the previous screen, please?
This one?
Well, here you have 4 levels of hierarchy, right? Let's say while it's in the approval process, somebody goes back and makes a change to the order, increases or bumps up or lowers down the amount. What would happen while it's in transit?
No, it cannot. So since if it is in pending approval, you cannot make changes to the order. It is locked.
Okay.
It gets locked. You must have seen that locked button, right? Whenever it was pending approval.
Okay.
And now I want you guys to help me in configuring this to auto reject orders if there is no shipping or packing instructions. Now the organization is very strict. They want all the orders to either have shipping or packing instructions. If it is missing, the order will get rejected automatically. So for that, what do we do? Let me create a new rule. RB if business unit is equal to US1 and packing packing instructions or a header. What shall I give?
Null is equal
Blank.
to
Blank.
Yes,
blank.
is blank.
It's blank.
Correct. If this is blank, or shall I use or and? The company wants if any one of those is blank, it will auto reject. Both should be there. Then what
Yes.
shall I use?
And
And.
No, if I use and,
Or
yes, I'll use or. I'll tell you why. Suppose if I use and, then it will get auto rejected only if both the things are blank, right? It
Yes.
is the addition of
Okay.
all the conditions. If I
Yeah.
use or here, then if
Either
either
one.
yeah, if either one is blank, it will get auto rejected. So your company wants both the things to get populated. They are very strict, right? They want the warehouse operator to be informed about all the shipping, because suppose you're handling IT equipments, tablets, monitors, laptops. So they want this to be written. Some instructions needs to be written for the warehouse operator. The order entry specialist should write something. So now I will give or shipping. Yes. Is blank. Give okay. See, this hierarchy is built. Then do what it
Reject.
should do. Yes. Click on that. Perform an action.
Reject.
Auto reject. Click on OK. Click on save and close. Now, where is here? Click on activate. Now we will disable other rules just to make sure this works.
Published, right?
Yeah, before publishing, we will just disable any other rule which matches with this. See, it will hit all the rules. This condition will hit all the rules, right? Like suppose if we leave it blank. So this is why we need to either disable or write a condition under all the rules that not blank if it is not blank. So let me just disable these rules so that this comes into effect for now. Otherwise, all the rules will hit.
But
Because-
shipping instruction should be null, right? I mean, if then only the new rule will work.
Yes. So now only this rule is there. So suppose if the shipping instruction is null, okay, then this rule will work. Along with that, these rules will also work if the business unit is US1 business unit. The reason is, just click on this. Suppose if the order is more than 100, right? And business unit is US1 business unit, customer is this one. Then even this rule will get hit, isn't it? Even if it is null. Because we're not writing any null condition here. We're not writing and if the packing or shipping instruction is not null. In that case, that rule only would have hit. So instead of writing this condition to all, I've just disabled it so that I can show you the utility for this rule. So now let me see if this works or not. Have I clicked on publish? Let me just click on publish one more time. Okay, close. So now let me copy the order. This was my previous order, right? Yes. Now what I will do is I will click on copy. If I want to, do I want to copy these things as well? Pricing behavior, additional information? No. No. Create and edit order. So now this will create a new order. We will not have to enter everything again. Let me just copy the order number. Okay. Now we will leave shipping instruction and packing instruction as blank. Let's see what happens. Just should get rejected under that tool. So in the meantime, I want you guys to configure these kind of structure, right? Like, try to practice with this kind of a structure. Like suppose if it is less than a certain value, you should get auto approve. Then between 100 to 500, it should go to approval for 1%. Configure this kind of structure. And also, if you can configure one more structure for practice.
Raj,
Hmm.
if I'm working with projects and there is a rule that the project manager should approve first, in which place I have to put then from the project manager, I should now start with a supervisory approval. How do I do that? If
No.
it is cumbersome, don't worry. But
Okay, I'll tell you. So first, this rule has got rejected. This rule has
Yeah.
been rejected. You can see approval has
okay,
failed.
yeah.
This rule has got rejected. You can see there's a cross mark in approvals. One or more approvers rejected the order. One or more approver examined and determined it does not meet the minimum requirement for approval. So this has been rejected, which proves our use case. So this is what I wanted to show you. Yeah, and now coming to your question. Yeah, can you repeat your question?
Yes. Like sometimes they will say a project manager of that particular, let's say you are using an item that is project related and that is being used for a project. So a project manager has to approve first and then your line manager.
Yeah, so you can go to instead of task creator in the supervisory hierarchy, you can see right assigned to supervisors. So
yes,
in this instead of task creator, you can go to specific worker.
Okay,
yeah,
then.
and you can give your project manager credentials
Name
Name here.
Okay.
Like suppose
Okay,
your project manager is Calvin Roth. Just imagine.
Yes.
I'll show you. Suppose it is Calvin Roth. Just click on OK.
Okay.
And first approver should not be a manager. He should be same as above.
Yes.
So now first it will go to your project manager. Then it will follow his hierarchy. This is what you were asking, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first approval is same as above. That is Calvin Roth, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
And then from where will it then start with my line manager?
Yeah, if the line manager is the manager for him, it will start from he will be the second approver.
Yes.
So first it will go to Calvin Roth, who is your project manager. Then it will go to his manager. So you can assign the levels, how many levels you want to.
Okay. So it will understand in between Calvin Roth line here that the remaining ones should be line managers.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Raj, in your previous use case, right, it didn't give the reason of packing and picking, the instructions not being there? Or?
Yes, it does not give because it is getting rejected, right? So there's nowhere where you can see that information. It just gets rejected. And the order entry specialist comes to know from this one only. One or more approvers rejected order. So when it says one or more approvers rejected order, which means it is on the basis of our rule only. So this is a common message which Oracle gives.
Okay.
One or more approvers rejected order this.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
it's not possible for us to give a specific message that it was because the parking slip was missing, so that we will know how to address the problem.
Yes, there is a way which I will be showing you tomorrow. So
Okay,
those
thank you.
things can be configured using this one. Task configuration for supply chain management. So I will touch upon this as well.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, in the meantime, I want you guys to practice these two hierarchy, like this amount-based hierarchy.
Can you please share the spreadsheet?
Yeah, so I will be sharing. I had shared it last time.
Yeah,
didn't
I mean
you get-
these details.
Yeah, sure. So I will be showing it to you tomorrow as well. Then I will share it. This is a work in progress. Every time, this is basically a trainer's sheet. Every time I bring in something, I show it over here. But I will share it after tomorrow.
Okay.
The functionality of alternative items, is there any enhancement in Fusion compared to EBS?
For alternative, yeah, there is a substitution items functionality we have in Oracle.
Yeah, I mean, is there any enhancement they brought in this Fusion?
No, so that's what I'm telling you. For alternative item that we had in EBS, for
Yeah.
Fusion, we have substitution item concept.
Mhm. Okay.
So for
Sorry,
that, you
Raj.
need to define PTH. You need to configure PTH and define the item relationships and all that. So we have a
Yeah.
concept of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'd like to drop off. I need to go somewhere.
Yeah, sure. So we
Thank
have
you.
already reached
Thank you
the
very
end of the
much.
training. Yeah, sure. Thank you. So you
Thank
can
you.
try these two if you find time, these two configurations, these two hierarchy for approvals. You can take a screenshot of this.
Okay.
Okay, so we will continue this tomorrow. So till now I've shown you all the scenarios and we will continue building upon this tomorrow. And along with that, I will be showing you a few other things as well. So since we have already reached the end of the time. So yeah, I think this is it for today. Hope it was a good session.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
very
so much. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
Raj.
good day ahead, all of you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.